put it on. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Snags the quick throw. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big 3rd down. Why not go with that quick slant? It works. It typically does work, and it's a 1st down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. Took contact on the throw. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a 1st down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. The receiver makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. I really like this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator and head coach deciding to go for this. Why not take a chance here on this opening drive? You've gotten across midfield. Worst case is you put your defense back out on the field, but instead you pick up the 1st down, new set of downs, and they're thinking about a touchdown here on this drive.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Oh, the reverse. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its trap.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On third down, he drops to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage and stop this run game.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Carney. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Trojans offense comes out for their first possession today. We've got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
It's LaBelle. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
This is why this quarterback goes to this tight end. His size and his athletic ability. The soft hands to make the catch, but Chris, this is what separates him from other tight ends in the country. Look at him after the catch, breaking tackles and picking up more yardage.
First down, looking to throw the football. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Carney. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And the Trojans will have to kick this away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The shotgun running play called. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the 1st quarter clock winds down. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. 1st down and more. He's still running. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's the offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down. Back here on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. The lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Grab behind the line. It's LaBelle.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off the play fade. Looking to throw the football. That's hard. It's cunning. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry up.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Trojans will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Here's the point after attempt. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Catch made by the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Grab behind the line. It's pulled. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
They look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. It's third down, quarterback in the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the ball rolls dead.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
Trying to find some room. It's Cole. First down, looking for more now. Oh, he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? At the 20. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, USC.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. He just took that the length of the field in one play. What a nightmare for this defense. 98 yards? Good luck stopping that guy.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Handoff from the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a handoff. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They've got him down out near the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And a completion made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Pause and play here as the offense takes a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. brings a 3rd and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Touchdown, Michigan. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good and still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So it's 1st down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And if you thought that was a quick 1st half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this 2nd half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. kick it away to get us going in the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Pump over the middle. It's LaBelle. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for a safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Some hard running there through a tackle. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Crucial third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass is caught on a comeback route. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs. The Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They finally grab the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it with room to run. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Hold it. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, you might as well just keep attacking. shaking just like that.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Wolverines are looking to keep this drive going. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of his sticks. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get...
Well, if you would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The pocket breaking down. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. It tests the middle, but gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. QB keeper all the way. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking right down the field for a touchdown. They'll hand it off. Football comes out. The defense has got it. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense produces 6 points. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's field of return trying to create good field position here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The shotgun handoff here. And still going. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
And that is an impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't shy away from getting the ball very next time out, and he delivers with a big gain.
Receiver in motion now. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Wide open downfield. Will not be brought down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gain there. And the Trojans looking to run some tempo here.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing.
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He's in tremendous toughness here. Touchdown, Trojans. A tough one all the way to the end zone. What determination.
What a long run for the touchdown. Oh, if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud, I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Oh, returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, Check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They're going to run it here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run in the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Gets the first and still running. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Wolverines churn out another first down. Trying to find room. It's Warren. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. That penalty would be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I'm sure that player is going to get an earful from the coach. They've got a long drive going now, aided by that penalty flag. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it'll be smoother right at the line for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Got to pick up the third and short through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense has it and still going.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Looking to pass here on second down. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's LaBelle. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Boy, Chris, this is a huge opportunity, still with the game in balance. Who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth-down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Pass complete. It's second down now. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down here for this offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The gain makes it second and medium. That's a design quarterback keeper. Good enough for first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Sets up a second down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Design quarterback run. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
It's decisions like this, Chris, you rarely remember when they go right. So nice job by this offensive coordinator and head coach to go for this, show the confidence in his team. Now they set themselves up 1st and goal inside the 5.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Chris, the quarterback just misses his target here on 3rd down and long, but at least he avoids taking the sack. Still a chance here at this range on 4th down with a 3-point lead. Kick the field goal and add to this lead. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. A deep shot to the right. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. The Trojans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Oh, man. The offense has got to be careful. They cannot take any more losses because they've already lost their starting quarterback, and now the backup takes a big hit on a sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Running with purpose. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. That's an important first down on that running play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down.
It's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. Here in the final quarter, this game remains tied. Comes the USC offense back on the field. So here we go. One last chance to win it in regulation and avoid the risk of overtime. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. With the catch, it's Carney. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to 36.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pass rush closing in. Who's going to take off here? You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the left side. And when he can't quite hold on, a great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. And the Trojans will have to kick it away. That's his fourth punt already today. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This one's tricky in a tie game. How aggressive do you get? Risk a turnover. You got some work to do just to get in field goal range. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kurt, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series in these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Now it's second down here. Back in motion now. They're going to run it. A quick juke. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Trojans have their offense on the field to start overtime. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3, this is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. First down, looking to throw the ball. The tight end has got it, and he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Good throw to the flat. It's a screen, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. The quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Now the offense will spend the timeout to get organized before this critical play coming up. So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Shotgun formation here on third down. Swarmed by the pass rush. The sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Challenging fourth down play with the game on the line. Defense gets a stop, and it's game over. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. A when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Out of the end zone. So Michigan's offense has the ball first today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show.
Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
But they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
To the air. It's Snow. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Timeout, Michigan.
Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Snow. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the back.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Shields. Turning it on! He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The Wildcats want to move quickly. They'll ride the hot hand. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. Fitted in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Snow. Fires to the tight end. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Can't get him to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Using his feet. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Snow. The screen, and watch out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
He's out of bounds at the 42. And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On the screen. Picks up 4.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
At the 20.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Snow. Sings it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Monroe. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Northwestern! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, the hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, it's Snow. It's complete on the right side. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jet. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. A new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Tompkins. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Snow. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback got it himself. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaken.
There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Northwestern right back to the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so,
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
A loss of
Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to throw, it's Snow. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Wake Forest is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Northwestern wants to go quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
First down.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive.
First and goal, Northwestern.
A first down run on the doorstep. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. DB's right up on the receivers. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Northwestern. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Dropping back, it's Snow. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Bringing the heat. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And at this point of the game, we just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons.
Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Snow. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Steps away to find some room. Connection to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Michigan! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And there he is again. Another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Open space at the 25. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hitchin on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got turning it on. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll pull it down. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Northwestern right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quickly out to the tight end. After the filthy move, he's got room. Janging on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Oh, he's got some space. Ridden Big play for this offense. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Snow. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Swings it out to the flat. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy who seems touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expect him to get the ball again.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Across the 25. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Snow. Looking to scramble. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up 14 over Oregon State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man. It's Monroe. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Wildcats heading quickly to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Looking for a gap. It's Shields. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He'll do it himself. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Snow. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Good timing on the quick out. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a...
Wide open spaces. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
Football in the forecaster. Can this offense win it here? He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.